Hello YouTube. I'm still learning how to do all this, so I hope that I am on here. It looks like I am. Alright, great. And I'm Kathy Grillo of Kathy Grillo Designs. I appreciate any follows, likes, comments, and especially subscriptions right here on YouTube, since this is fairly new to me. Today I'm going to continue working on this Egyptian mount. And let's see, I need to open up the chat in case. There! Somebody is in chat! Good afternoon! Alright, so I think I'm getting the hang of this, and eventually this will be like anything else. It'll be old news, and I'll be like a semi-pro at streaming on here. So, how are you doing today? I hope you had a good day. I'm building up this paint layers with Corel Painter 2018, and I'm using the real wet oil paints, and I have a wet blender. So what the blender does is blend the colors in for me as I paint. Oh, that got a little big, so I need to turn it down. I don't know how that got that big. There we go. Alright. I don't want it to, I need a smaller brush so it doesn't just blur in, because I want to still see the lines. I don't want it to just bleed. So when you have a bigger brush, that means more paint, which means it'll just kind of bleed in and leave more paint on the painting, but that's not necessarily what I want this to do. Well, celebrating my Jubilee has told me that just because you want something to happen doesn't necessarily mean it will happen. You will have dreams that might not come true, but I also know that you have 100% chance of them not coming true. Yes, it's the kitty. I need to finish it. You have 100% chance of things not coming true if you've never tried. So for the rest of my life, I'm just gonna try and have to trust that what is meant to happen will happen, and the people who need to see me will somehow find me and see me, and in the meantime enjoy myself, right? I think I'm gonna like YouTube though, so I'm really excited about starting this on here. Hopefully I can get some more subscribers. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, just click the button. And what do you mean, oh no, not the kitty? That's what I want to know. Don't you like my kitty cat? These portraits take a while, so it's just not going to be finished in one time. Also, I would like to give a yeah. Also, I would like to give a shout out to my dad, who loves to watch me on the YouTube, as he calls it, and he's probably watching on the TV in his bedroom, and so he will not be able to comment, or he's not watching me live. He's probably, if he's, you know, he might be eating lunch or something. But he'll pop in here and he'll call me later and tell me all about my YouTube here. So, hi Dad! If you need to chat with me, Dad, you have to watch on Mom's tablet. And Mom probably won't let you use her tablet, so there you go. It's alright. He just learned how to get on YouTube, I think, this year, so we'll give him a break. I have two, You're my weirdo stalker, and then I have super fan Joy Anthony following me everywhere too. So I really totally appreciate you guys. Um, without you, half the time I'd be here talking to myself. So I do appreciate the time you take to encourage me and share with me and just chat and hang out in your friendship. So just want you guys to know that. Speaking of which, you're the one who bugged me so much to post the bearded dragon, and then I never heard anything from you about it. I posted it, and then I never heard anything from you. That's okay. I know you're busy being a weirdo stalker. That's another thing I do like about YouTube is a lot of people have YouTube through Roku or Apple TV or something on their TV, so they can watch it on a big screen on the TV, which is kind of cool. I think Periscope is on Apple TV as well. I have Roku and it's not on the Roku, but I can beam it from my tablet up to my TV, which I've done that before. It's kind of neat seeing yourself on the TV. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with I talk to myself all the time, so I guess there's nothing wrong with me. My husband says it freaks him out. He's like, who are you talking to? And I'll say, no one. And he's like, that freaks me out. Sometimes I just need to say stuff that I don't particularly really need anybody to hear or even want them to hear, because sometimes I'm yelling at him. And I really don't want to get into a fight, but I just need to get something out of my brain, like off my chest. So I'll just say it like I'm saying it to him. And then I don't say it to him because it's not worth the fight. But it just feels good to say it. Shh. It's a secret. Okay, so there's going to be a shift in hair right here. So I'm going to start prepping it to come around the corner. I do like these stripes. I think they're looking pretty good. See a little bit of an angle there. Shadows. It's a little darker than I wanted, but I really need the white to come off, so it'll probably end up staying that way. Because it is a painting, not a photo. I don't usually have to remind too many people of that, but sometimes I do. Some people have little, yes, there are people who do super realistic, hyper realistic, and they do look like a photo. It's an awful lot of work. Might as well just take a photo. But I personally like being able to see brush strokes, maybe not from afar, but from when I look up close. I like being able to see that, yes, that is a painting. Look at those brush strokes. Not that if I could do super hyper reality, I probably would if it wasn't, you know, that hard for me to do it. I don't know. I probably would. Alright. So I'm going to take this dark blue and start building a little bit of this spot. So we do this, it's like a bluish gray a little bit here, and I'll prep it here. And then the black will be reserved for more of the center of the spot. And then we bring the white over the top of it. Alright, and then we'll get the black. You probably shouldn't, right? But a lot of times he's not here, so he didn't realize how much I probably talked to myself. Hi Gracie, how are you? Happy Thursday. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. This is already better than Twitch, you guys. I just came from Twitch. I did about 15, maybe 20 minutes over there. I had nobody. I don't know how to get people to see me over there. I don't think. I have to look into it. I like the format. I think it could be a big, another new audience. I just don't know how to have anybody see that I'm there. I don't know. But that's okay. Everybody could see me here. I think I'd rather have them come here because I'm liking YouTube so far. And it's a little easier, sort of, to set up, and you can use hashtags and things like that. Alright, now a little bit of gray for texture. So I hope everybody's having a good Thursday so far. I think they still do sort of too, yeah. And the art thing is a little new. And so that's why, I just gotta keep promoting myself, and I'll just hang in there. I don't mind popping over there for, a half hour or so, a couple times a week, no big deal. And, gotta dedicate yourself to something for a little bit and give it some time. Like when I first started doing this, I said, oh, I'm gonna do it for a year and see what happens. And if I don't sell anything, we will reevaluate. But so far that hasn't happened, so yay. Am I selling as much as I'd like to? No. But do I sell stuff? Yeah. Here and there. I'd like to have something once a week would be nice at least, but I have about one a month. So we're getting there. We're getting there. All good things take some time. Especially when you're trying to do it all yourself, Twitch is another live streaming format. So you can look it up on a computer, and there's also an app. Just put in Twitch and you'll find it. And if you go to, I think in here, over in the description, there should be links to my accounts. So if you clicked on the links, I think they work here on YouTube, which is another reason I like YouTube. If you click right on the links, it should take you right to me. So feel free to click over there if you want to check it out. I am still learning the ins and outs of OBS broadcaster, so it's maybe not be so smooth and totally professional and slick like some people, but I'm authentic. If I'm not slick, I'm authentic. I'm just me. So that's gonna be my thing. It's just me. I have no special tricks or little things. I can see your little thing in the chat there, Gracie, yeah. I can't see you, like your face or anything. But I can see that you're there chatting. Thank you. Because I'm also in the chat. That's how I'm reading the chat. I have my computer screen is on what you see, and then I join my own broadcast and hop in the chat so I can see the chat. And then I have headphones on so I can listen to my own music, because I can't have any sound on my phone, because otherwise it would echo, 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 echo. Which I did that before once on accident too. It was kind of funny. So yeah, come watch me, you guys. You never know what you might get. How many screw-ups? You know, watch an old lady do technology. I see weird people. Be like, yeah, come on, folks, watch an old lady do some technical stuff. She doesn't really understand what she's doing. And all the kids on YouTube can come and laugh at me. Yeah, everybody in the chat room can see you. Isn't that cool? So say hello, everybody. Say hello to each other. If you have your own YouTube channel or something that you'd like to promote, feel free to do it. Feel free to say, hey, I do this, and you can find me also here on YouTube or whatever. I don't mind you doing that. I think people should all support each other. Oh, well, then you and my weird friend, my Mr. Weirdo there, would just get along great. And he likes weird people, so there's nothing wrong with being weird. That is right. Weird is what makes the world interesting. Just imagine, right? If we all, like, people try so hard to fit in all the time. Maybe not so much now as they used to, but I was in high school in the 80s, you know? And so when I was in high school, you had to have the Jordache jeans and the Nike tennis shoes and the layered feathered hair, and you know, it was just like, if you did not, it was like almost a school uniform. If you did not dress that way or didn't fit in with the image at the school, forget about it, you know, like nobody appreciated even us weirdos in the art class, because we were kind of introverted and a little, you know, artists are always kind of, creative people are always kind of a little, you know, but we still tried to fit in because everybody wants to be liked, you know, everybody wants to be liked, so you all try to fit in. And I think one thing I like about now is I think kids in high school are a lot more accepting of a bunch of different people. So that makes me very happy about the kids now, because totally in the 80s it was a conform or be ostracized forever kind of deal. And yeah. So you think about, like, if there was nobody who was willing to be weird, it was, you know, everybody looks the same, everybody does the same thing, everybody says, you know, they like the same music, and like, it was just, you know, almost Stepford Wife-ish. We're all the same. We all like this. You know. Because everybody wants to be everybody wants to be popular. Even at this age, I'd like to be popular. You know, hey, if I was like super popular on live streaming somewhere, I wouldn't be like, I don't like to be. I'd be like, hell yeah, kick ass. You know? Yeah, but that's the attitude that took a little while to get to, you know? Like I turned 50 this year and I'm just sort of saying, you know, be who you're gonna be and don't worry about everyone else and the people who don't like you for who you are people who shouldn't matter anyway, you know? So put your energy and effort into the people who like you for who you are and are the ones that deserve to have that effort. So, yeah, what you see is what you get. I can promise you that here. I am terrible. I don't have a huge filter. And I really am bad at any of that that fake nicey, you know, acquaintance type stuff, if we put it that way. And I think that's why I was never popular in school, because I was not good at you know, I wasn't really good at being nice to people and being super friendly and act like I'm interested if I really wasn't. And then you knew if I liked you, yeah, if I liked you or was really interested in something, you knew, because I would get really excited and I would talk a lot, and I have a bad habit of interrupting when I get excited, because like I have a thought about something or an idea and I'll just be like, I need to get it out of my head before I forget, because it's so, you know. So some people don't like that either, and I've been really trying to work on that, but I still do that. My husband will kick me under the table. I will be out and my husband will kick me under the table and he'll give me this look like, you're going on, these people don't care anymore. You get me chatting about like a subject that I'm really excited about. Oh, forget it. Can't help it. It's just me. So I'm just going to put it out there at the beginning. Just put it out there. I'm just putting it out there. You will not get the and the little fake happiness stuff here. You'll get me. You'll get me. That's all I can be. Just trying to get these hair directions to go right and come around the way I want them to. And it's just really light little strokes here to coax these hair textures in the right way. And zoom back here and take a look. Okay, I need a little more gray in here. Let's see, it's just a bunch of lines. Just a bunch of lines. Just want a little more texture in here. And the side of the body to be a little grayer, not super bright. I want most of the light to be hitting. I'm touching the screen like you can see my hand because I'm so used to being on like Periscope now. But I want the light to be up here on the top. This spot needs to have a little more darkness in it. And very lightly, I'm just going to add a little more. Thanks, yeah. And bodies don't take as long. Like, I think I'll probably spend maybe as much time on the whole body as I did on the face. It's like once I get the face done, I know that I can get to where I want it to be, and a lot of the body's just worrying about the color and getting the hair to go in the right direction. So, just putting in the time time to do it. But it's not so much of adjusting and trying to get it to look like a certain way. As always, if there's any questions, whether you're here now and you want to ask in chat, or if you're watching it later and you want to post it in the comment, feel free to ask and I will do my best to answer. I am self-taught, so I am not like the professional Corel Painter, I know everything about this program person, but I know how to do what I can do, and if I don't know the answer to your question, I will try to find the answer or help you be able to find it. So, part of what I like to do, I like to educate people about digital painting, and yeah, I call it digital painting more than digital art because I consider digital art to be maybe more of the animation, anime, cartoony, you know, like fantasy work, where I consider digital painting to be more traditional art, but just done digitally. And the techniques are a little different. I mean, I'm doing every brush stroke just basically how I would do if I would approach a painting on a canvas. My canvas just happens to be the computer screen, whereas a digital artist knows probably he's even better at this stuff, you know, because they know all the buttons and the tricks and texture brushes and fills where they, you know, they have all these special effects and they just kind of can paint them in and go a lot faster. And light sourcing and all sorts of things that I've seen people do that I have no clue how they do it. I know they do have college classes for digital art now at most art colleges, so I'm sure these the new brand of up-and-comers have a lot of tricks and ideas up their sleeves, and so that's also exciting to me to see something that's been very traditional and done for hundreds and hundreds of years catch up with the technology, you know, or have more or less have technology catch up with the art. And I think there's going to be some exciting things that happen out of that combo. Fortunately, there's still a little bit of not everybody accepts digital art as art, which I don't get, but we're working on it. It's getting there. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. At one point in time, people who did watercolors weren't accepted as real artists because the old school people thought watercolor wasn't real paint and wasn't real, so therefore it did not fit into what they thought was real art. So there you go. Anything new is always a challenge. I think as a whole people don't like change too much, so either that or it threatens what they've known, and it takes them a little while to adjust and understand and learn, so we need to give them some of that time. every so often I'll do a little swatch of hairs going in a different direction. And that's just to give it a little, your eyes will subconsciously pick it up a little bit. And it's just to give it a little more natural muss and fuss to it. I mean, how many times do you look at your pet? Oh, well, thanks for stopping by. I totally appreciate the support, and I hope to see you again. Thank you so much, friend. The replays are always here. I think the more views something gets, the higher it might be on the list when people go and do a search, so I appreciate it. I'm gonna be here for about another 10 minutes or so, maybe. The only thing I wish this chat did, I wish this chat would show how many people were in the chat room, so I would know if somebody was there or if somebody wasn't. Because I don't want to be sitting here painting and not saying anything to somebody and have them think, oh jeez, I don't want to be sitting here painting and have them think that I'm ignoring them. And it's just, I don't know you're there if you don't say anything. So I would, you know, and then I could be talking and somebody leaves and I'm sitting here talking to myself once again because I have no clue. I have no clue if anybody is in here or not unless they're talking. So that's one thing I would like this chat to do, but you know, sure, I'm just gonna call YouTube and tell them they wouldn't listen to me. Where does it? I don't see it. On my... I don't see it. Mine doesn't show it. I don't even see a viewer number on my chat. Are you on a device or are you on your computer? I have an Android phone that I'm looking at my chat on. I don't see any of that, so... And I don't know if it's, is it total amount of people who have viewed it, or is it total amount of people who are here right now? Like, I will ask 20 questions, you know. Even if you don't know, I'll be like... I'll ask all these questions. I'll go into everybody else's broadcasts and I ask tons of questions too, so it's just how I learn. Alright, I think I need a little spot there. Oh yeah, well see, I don't even see the title in this chat. It just says live chat. If I collapse the chat, it's okay. If I collapse the chat, it says 2 watching. So there's 2 people watching right now. But I can't have the chat up and see that at the same time. That's weird. So if I collapse the chat, it'll say 2 people are watching right now. But then I can't see what anybody says in the chat, so... Real world problems. Oh well. I guess I could just collapse it every once in a while. I'll just collapse it once in a while and see if anybody's here or not, if nobody's chatting. I'll figure it out. I figured everything else out. Might take me a while. a student of life. I will learn. Oh boy. Yeah, but it's almost time for. I went past my lunch break. My time's all screwed up today. I wasn't gonna come on here this long, but because you guys were here, I did. Which makes me happy. So thank you for spending some time to come over here and show some support for me. If there's any way you can share this or recommend people come and check me out, I would appreciate it. I don't know if you copy the link or I don't know. You don't have to, but it'd be nice if you did. So this is why I do the underpainting. I haven't really needed to use my sketch too much, only a little bit, because I basically painted out these spots beforehand. Oh, come on. So when I used to do pencil drawings, it's basically shaded the same way. Maybe blended a little more for the, well, that would be considered the underpainting, I guess. But I would take different shades of pencils and just make a bunch of lines for the texture. So somebody was asking me about doing a person portrait. They asked it, and I'm like, I do the fashion illustration things, but those are more like likenesses. It's not really like a portrait. I go, I really don't paint people. One, they're not as cute. Most people aren't as cute. And two, skin is smooth and very, and I think it'd be a lot harder than painting a fur texture. Awesome. Okay, thank you. Thank you for stalking me today. I'll see you later. Thanks for all your support. I appreciate it. I'm leaving in 3 minutes, so 3-minute countdown. Maybe at the end of the song, I think. And speaking of songs, if anybody would like to suggest music that you'd like to have me play, I will consider it if you want to throw it into the comments. Or if you're a musician, you can link me to your page, and if you play good music and you know, sort of chill like this or acoustically or whatever, I'd be more than happy to maybe give you a little bit of a shout out and play it while I broadcast if you want to, you know, give me a little bit of a shout out or something on yours. So hit me up, let me know. It's all about helping each other and collaborating, and doesn't need to be full of hard-headed competitiveness. There's enough love to go around for everybody. Okay, everybody, my time's about up for this time around. If you'd like to follow me, I'd hope you consider either subscribing here, hitting that subscribe button, or follow me on any of the other social medias and be part of my art community. I'd love to get to know you better and how we can all help and support each other. So thank you for your time, and I will see you guys soon.